If you use some of these tactics that I'm about to share with you guys in today's video, there is a good chance that you will become the most irresistible person in the room. If done correctly, of course. Disclaimer before anyone comes at me saying that manipulation is bad. Girl, I agree. You don't think any of those big brand companies are manipulating you? You don't think the media is manipulating you? We live in a generation where manipulation is all around us. They use another term for it, and it's called sales. People use the word sales instead of manipulation because it sounds better, right? I don't care what anyone says, but salespeople are the most manipulative people I know. In order to sell, they have to be a master at psychology. They understand people's feelings, understand from people's point of views, you know, the gist, yeah? And it's their job, right? So like, who am I to say that that's bad? I used to study marketing back in school. I used to work in sales. I worked in retail. I worked in a lot of customer service jobs. So I can see through anything. I can see through TikTok trends. I can see through marketing campaigns. I can see through advertisements. I can see through salespeople. Why? Because I've studied it and I've literally done it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Let's get right into it. In order to get someone to like you, you have to create a space where they like how they feel when they are with you. So get your head out of your for a minute and start thinking from their point of view. How would you feel when you're with you? Are you creating a space where people are comfortable around you? People are open around you? Are you creating an energized, fun setting when you're with people? Or are you creating a space where people are uncomfortable, people don't like your vibe, people don't like your aura, your energy? Take a look at what you're doing, your behavior, your demeanor, and see what you can do to improve to get people to like you. And I know that a lot of people are probably thinking like, I thought we're not supposed to have people like us. I thought we're supposed to embrace ourselves. And I get that. However, when you go into a job interview, don't you want that person to like you? You're trying to get a job. You're trying to convince them to like you. You want to be an attractive, high value woman that everyone wants to be around. That is the whole point of my channel. You want to create a vibe, you want to create this fun, light energy because that's what people are attracted to. So if there's anything about your behavior, your demeanor, if people think you're above them or people sense this negative energy about you, switch it. Be a little positive, be a little light, be a little fun. Greet them, compliment them, ask them questions so they can feel acknowledged. People want to feel safe, and so change your behavior and your demeanor to allow people to do that when they're with you. So the second trick that I have for you guys is asking people genuine questions. I do this pretty often, and that's just because I am a very curious person. I like to learn new things. I like to see different points. I think it's super interesting. So I find myself doing this without even realizing it, but I've noticed that whenever I ask someone a genuine question, it gets them excited, right? Think about the last time that someone asked you a question about something that you're passionate about and just remember how you felt. You felt acknowledged, you felt heard, you felt seen. I feel like a lot of people love to talk about themselves. Trust me, I do this on dates all the time. It gets them, it gets them passionate, it gets them excited. And when they're excited and when they're with you, they're gonna reflect every conversation they had with you with the feeling of happiness. And I did mention that you want to ask genuine questions. You don't want to just ask any question, right? So like small talk questions like, how are you doing? Or how do you like the weather today? Like those are fine if you're just meeting that person, but try to dig a little deeper. Think of honest and meaningful questions that you can ask people. People love that. They will literally feel so delighted that you're asking them a question. Recently, okay, I'll tell you guys a story. My coworker had recently gotten married to his fiance. We were never really close, but I had asked him, when was the moment you realized that you wanted to marry your fiance? It took him by shock. It took him by surprise. He even told me himself that no one has ever asked him that question. He was very happy that someone did, because like you don't really think about those things until someone like brings it up. Basically, have some questions prepared or something and just go off that, because if you do this trick, I guarantee you that people will end up feeling like they are very important to you. The third one is to be vulnerable, being open, being expressive. People are more comfortable with others who are more open. And what I mean by this, I'm not saying to overshare every life detail about you because that might scare them off, but be vulnerable in a way where you can be relatable to others. People like authentic people. People like honest people. I'll give you guys an example of this. Think of Emma Chamberlain. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys know who she is if you're on YouTube, but Emma Chamberlain grew her social media presence. Within a year, she got like, I think, 1 million followers. And the reason why she was able to grow so fast is being relatable to her viewers, being open, being honest with who she was. She wasn't afraid to show the real her, and she expressed that on the internet, and so that is how she gained such a big community. Same goes for you, right? You don't want to be someone who's trying to be someone else. I'm sure you guys heard this many times before, but love yourself, right? Why be average? Why be the same when you can just be you? Promise you, it's going to attract a lot of people because no one else is like you. Next up, we have the Ben Franklin effect. And honestly, this is actually my favorite technique to do. The Ben Franklin effect is a really easy technique because all you have to do is ask people for small favors. I never realized that me doing this was making people attracted to me, but like thinking about it makes sense because people value things where they have to work hard to get. Right? It is that satisfactory. So when you ask people for small favors, one, they will think they are important to you. Two, they will think that they are helpful and needed. And three, they're working harder to get to know you. Some favors that you guys can use is like, hey, can you pass me that salt over there? Or hey, can you lend me a pen to borrow because my pen broke? Obviously, don't do it extensively to where you're like a bossy person because nobody really wants a bossy friend. Another thing that I also want to mention about this tip is reward them in a way. So remember, the next time someone does something for you, make sure that you are saying thank you. Make sure that you are showing appreciation because people love being admired. It just works. Like, trust me, it works. Okay, it works. Another one is to make yourself mysterious. Allow yourself to become an onion. Hear me out. I know it sounds kind of weird and silly, but an onion, right? It has layers. You want to uncover small things here and there about yourself and not everything all at once. Just like an onion, you want to keep some layers about you hidden, so it will keep people on their toes. Be the person that not everyone has figured out. It's a known fact that people like unpredictable things, and what I mean by this is that they don't like it when people are too available. I see this trick working well because it's common knowledge that when people are unpredictable, it makes you want to know more, okay? You don't want them to know everything about you because the next time you guys hang out again, they won't have anything to learn, right? And as people, especially in this generation, we tend to get bored with a lot of stuff. And so you want to keep it interesting. Okay? The last one that I have for you guys is being a good listener. Now, I know that this may be a very simple task to do, but I would say it's a challenge for most people because as humans, we are fundamentally self-interested. You want to be able to listen to what others have to say because you can gather information, figure out what drives them. People, okay, want to be heard. They want to be listened to. They want to be acknowledged. And so when you offer to listen to someone, they will automatically feel so safe with you that they will be able to tell you everything. Then with that, you can actually use that information to pretty much get what you want. That is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I try to make these tricks as positive and light as I could because I want you guys to understand that using these tricks should be used with caution. I know that there are some dark psychology manipulative hacks on the internet, and maybe I'll make a video about that one day, but today is just not that day. Thank you guys again for watching. If you watched the very end, please comment a heart emoji. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. You get your car and you leave to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and nights.